Welcome to Mystic Moons. This is a reading for the cancerian placements, the Cancer collective, Cancer sun, moon, rising. Perhaps Cancer is your signature sign. Perhaps you have multiple planets and or significant placements in Cancer. Maybe you have Cancer Venus. If you feel Cancerian energy, this is a reading for you. Now, as it is a reading for the collective, take what resonates. If you appreciate my time and energy in doing this reading, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to show some love to the channel, help support the work that's being done, consider making a donation. Details are in the description. I was actually thinking about pushing this towards the following month, since it's right around the corner. But the whole thing is just to see the energy that's generating right now and the messages or the message that I can share at this period of time. So when you think about it that way, it's kind of irrelevant what time span it is. Like plucking a blade of grass from the field when you could have done it a month ago and you could still do it tomorrow. So with that in mind, the message for Cancer, a message for Cancer right now. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I did fold that back so smoothly, didn't I? Did I want to say anything more about that Page of Cups? Page of Cups is, oh, there's Page of Cups. I will leave Page of Cups where it is. Let's find out more about this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Clarified by a Seven of Swords. Three of Cups, Cancerian energy. Well, first of all, Seven of Swords with Three of Cups. Risky or atypical behavior. You know, it's worth it to go and step outside of the bounds how one would normally act. It's worth it to go and take risks and gambles. Now, whether this is someone taking a risk or a gamble towards you, or you're being asked for the greatest benefit to be acting in atypical behavior, that has yet to be seen. That's what we have so far. That King of Pentacles is also clarified by a Wheel of Fortune. So actually, let me go and say, it's not really asking you to step outside of your normal way of acting, your normal routine, your normal behavior as a habit or routine. But actually, there's something that's going to come up. There's an opportunity that will come up maybe it will be something not entirely obvious here too. With Seven of Cups, you'll have to rely on your intuition. I say that too, specifically being a Cancerian reading. You have to differentiate and go with your gut to make use of an opportunity. Also, too, let me go and say with this energy of Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups, it's not like there's a lot, or should I say, it's not exactly like you have a whole bunch of huge, exciting, viable opportunities. It's more like there are things in the background that appear inconsequential, and they probably, for the most part, they are. But something in those inconsequential connections, I'd also say too, the sluggish opportunities or the sluggish avenues you could work through, there's a gain somewhere in there. And that gain comes, first of all, could be as simple as opening it up again, opening up something that was closed. We'll find out more. Let's see though. Let's go and first see Wheel of Fortune. Especially as I'm curious still as to this King of Pentacles. Is this someone else? Is this your energy? So Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune gets a 10, another 10, a 10 of Pentacles. We have some more Aquarian energy. Oh, King of Cups popped out. I'll push that to the side. I was going to say with the Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, it's Aquarian energy popping up there. I feel like in this instance with Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, what kind of connections would you overlook? Have you overlooked? Because maybe they're not your taste, maybe they're not your people, maybe they're not your crowd. But this is expanding who you've been around lately. Different types of people branching out. Thank you for the likes. Branching out to different types of people. There's something else I wanted to say here, but I just got momentarily distracted with the Six and Seven of Swords. What was it? I can't recall. But I do know this is, oh yes. And even let me go and say too, with this energy, even if you've been remaining by yourself and keeping a closed circle of who you interact with, this energy is also asking you to change that. Invite new people in, even if you aren't really dealing with anyone at the moment. And a Four of Swords, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Four, well, this is discipline. Self-discipline, self-restraint. Already touched the fire once, know how hot that is. Don't need to set yourself up for disappointment. So you keep yourself apart, away to a higher standard. Definitely discipline is in here. Wheel of Fortune clarified by a 10 of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Four of Swords, all about discipline and restraint, withholding yourself from engaging in useless things. This is asking you to go and expand your boundaries, but in a very cautious way, a slow way. Testing the waters out type of way. We'll find out more. Hello, everybody. Hello. So this King of Cups, I'm actually going to hold off on the King of Cups since that fell out. Let's take a look instead at... Well, now let's go and take a look at Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords gets a Four of Pentacles, Justice, waiting for the right time to act. Also, too, it's not even so much waiting for the right time to act. It's like, because let me say in this energy, especially with Wheel of Fortune, anytime theoretically could be the right time to act, but maximum gains. It's almost like when, the sky is at the high noon directly above. It's just not timing. It's excellent timing to get the full benefits of what one normally could get. So someone definitely still going to hold off on whether this is you or someone in your energy, Cancer. But in the Seven of Cups, someone could have made a move at any time, can make a move at any time, and yet they're waiting for the most beneficial time. Most beneficial time to make amends, most obviously the most beneficial time to act. But is this initiation, to initiate something? Definitely a deeply held desire. Of course, Ace of Cups is Cancerian energy as well. Or is this some sort of reconciliation? Whenever Temperance appears, and whenever Devil appears too, well, both these energies just don't pop out of nowhere. Ace of Cups can pop out of nowhere. These two energies don't pop out of nowhere. Both of these speak of time. Both of these energies speak of buildup, something that is deeply desired and thought over, perhaps to an OCD type of level. Temperance appears when something has been going on for such a long time. And also to the emotional weight of whatever the situation is, and whatever has built up to this has gotten to such a point that there is a need to alleviate it, a call to be shifted. Those sort of energies come up with those cards. So in this energy, and Justice could be very well someone has something to say. Someone is being called upon to do the right thing. There still is the energy here of self-interest and self-gain. But there is also, it's almost like relieving a burden of guilt. But let's find out about the Three of Cups. And I do think I'm going to cycle back, just out of curiosity, to that Justice. Three of Cups. Three of Cups gets a Five of Cups. That wants to come out taking action upon something, a disappointment, Nine of Pentacles. I would almost say someone is feeling horrible about how something has played down, but with Three of Cups energy, it's not really a matter of someone. It's more plural. It's a shared disappointment. Is it shared disappointment over the same thing? Is it just the common feeling of regret over different things in different circumstances? Knight of Wands under a Three of Cups. Well, a chance to move past that disappointment. Nine of Pentacles actually is a bit dubious in this energy. Both of these cards speak of independence. I would say also too, with accompanied by a Five of Cups, also extreme cautiousness, a desire to remain independent without creating any new emotional bonds or trauma. Nine of Pentacles clarified by a Knight of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Fool. Opening oneself up again, being prepared, or if he's not being prepared, open to a certain right opportunity. Something you've been anticipating is making its way towards you. So I think we will take a look at this King of Swords, but I'm going to do it through, King of Cups. I'm going to do it through a different deck, and then we'll cycle back to that Justice. Make sure everything is in order. So King of Cups. King of Cups that fell out. I have a Queen of Coin. I have a Ten of Wands. So either to go and find a counterpart is a bit laborious, or there's some labor that needs to be done. Something about this is hard, Wheel of Fortune. One could say it's hard for this King of Cups to go and find someone to commit to. One could say it's hard for someone who has the right elements to truly care, to appear. Clarified by this energy. So let's go and take one more look at Justice. A lot of Capricorn energy. There is a lot of Aquarian energy, and there is enough Virgo energy that's coming up here. So Justice. Justice gets a Seven of Wands. Eight of Cups. And a Two of Cups. Eight of Swords, the Tower, and the Emperor are the bottom of the deck energies here. Very strong masculine energy throughout the reading. There is some, I say like 25% of the energy here speaks of new people, but the primary energy here is of someone who knows you, someone who you haven't dealt with for a long enough time. That person is being called upon. Some way, it's almost like to go and end a chapter, make final amends to end a chapter. But of course, there's also the energy here too of not wanting that chapter or those pages to be closed. There's actually a pull in your energy of old situations and new situations. Which ones get churned up and down? Ultimately, what I see here, I see some old characters popping up for part 2, and I see a new phase coming up. And the question here under King of Pentacles is, do you allow your old or the standard reoccurring characters who have played parts in your life, Cancer, do you allow them to share a role in the next scene of your next cycle? Or do you retire them forever to the backstage and bring in an entirely new cast? Because there is a seesawing pull, almost like being haunted by those still living, Cancer. The energy of those who know you, who are unwilling, although maybe they haven't appeared to you in person, maybe they haven't spoken your name to you, to your ears, but they're still in your energy, still holding on, and still waiting for the roll call where it's possible for them to enter your stage again. And just in that energy, in a bustling, bristling, crackling energy, Cancer, there's a whole new cast. Perhaps a whole new cast of people that are, or could offer, equally contentious interactions. But it's a new cast nonetheless, Cancer, as opposed to rehashing the same hamster wheel of connections. Anyway, that's what's in your energy right now. Thank you for the likes, and until next time, bye-bye.